Hello, everyone. My name is Yan. My pronouns are she, her, and I am an eager rep with the Office of Sustainability at UT Dallas. In my role, I am the marketing lead for the office. So today, my presentation is going to be about marketing and sustainability. Essentially, I'm going to be breaking down the different marketing tools there are and talk about how each one can help your office advance the initiatives and events that are going on at the university and just build a brand and presence for your office. So this slide is a bit about me, some responsibilities that I have for the office. I work on our social media. I pay attention to the office blog. I work on the monthly newsletters, and I work on any graphics or flyers. And I help reach the community through education and student outreach. And for today's agenda, these are the things that I'm going to be talking about. All these marketing tools are free for our office. So these are what we use to reach the community better. I'll be talking about the newsletters, social media outreach, campus partnerships, and our website. All right, so first, our newsletters. So if your office doesn't already have a monthly newsletter going out, I highly encourage your office starting one because this is a great way to ensure that every community member always know what's happening within the Office of Sustainability at your university. And this is a great way to build an email list of people who are passionate about sustainability, whether that's faculty, staff, or students. And this is a one-stop shop for articles every month, what's going on in the office, any news, events. And I highly recommend staying consistent and sticking to a release schedule. So whether that's at the beginning of every month or at the end of the month, you want to have it out to where it's not way too little newsletter every month or way too many every month. And these are some tools that our office uses to start a newsletter. So I have a bit of HTML knowledge and I don't know that much, but I highly recommend a basic knowledge of the coding language, and you can do this. You can learn a bit about this through YouTube tutorials. I learned through LinkedIn learning videos, but if that's not accessible to you, YouTube is a great tool to learn more. I use Adobe Dreamweaver, which is where I use the HTML coding language to code out the newsletter and add in photos, text, all the different kind of things in a newsletter. And this is $20 to $30 a month, depending on the plan that you're using. But for our university, we have all Adobe software for free. So you want to check with your university to see if this tool is available for free if you don't want to make a purchase and use Dreamweaver to create your newsletter. And Canva, this is a free website. This is actually what I'm using right now to make this presentation and all these graphics that I'm using. So I highly recommend it. It's super easy to use, very user-friendly, and you can create different graphics, flyers, fix thumbnails and photos, photo dimensions. And University Technology team is someone that we work with very closely when it comes to releasing our newsletters. They help us out with building websites that we use in our hyperlinks inside our newsletters. They help us out with organizing how the photos work, things like that. So you want to have a basic HTML knowledge, basic Adobe Dreamweaver knowledge, or any other newsletter software you want to use, and work closely with the technology team. And here are some basic strategies that I recommend. So first, an eye-catching subject line to your newsletter. Most people just scroll through their inbox and they typically delete different emails or they just scroll past through them. So you want to have an eye-catching subject line that can be an event that's coming up, any fun news, anything new happening in your office. Or for example, for Halloween, you can say how to have a sustainable Halloween. For HE Sustainability Month, you want to promote that and share events that are happening. Keep it organized. You want to have it to where people can easily read through your newsletter and know which section each section is about. So one section can be for main articles for the month, one can be for events that are happening through this month, one for blog posts, articles, and have photos and thumbnails for each of them as well. This is a great way to keep the newsletter engaging. So for newsletter articles, you want to have some basic photos like students there, students at events. For an article about how to different fruits and vegetables, you can add a photo of fruits and vegetables on there. Just keep it engaging and eye-catching. And mention events and news. There's really like no point to having a newsletter if you're not plugging in your events and news and things that are happening in your office. You want to call people to participate in events and plug in any of your office initiatives. So another thing to go with that, you want to add call to actions and hyperlinks. Call people to register for certain events or to read more about an article that you wrote. So you can do this through hyperlinks. So you can type out read more and link here, or register for events by clicking this link. Anything like that, you get to call people more to your social media, your website, your events registration, things like that. All right, phase 2, social media. So here are some ways to make your social media pages more engaging. This is a great free marketing tool that you can definitely take advantage of. There are many popular ones out there today, like Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube. Our office mainly has seen a lot of results through Instagram, so that's what we mostly stick to. So I highly recommend don't just post graphics promoting your events. You want to add in photos of members in your office, events that are happening, tips and tricks about sustainability, and just switch it up and have fun with it, and don't just promote your events that are happening. People like to see personality in a face from the other side of the screen. Number 2, you get back what you put out there, and I stand by this 100%. Always engage with different offices at your university, whether it's the Gender Center, the Multicultural Center. Like, comment, share their events and initiatives, and I really believe that you get back what you put out there when it comes to their offices also sharing your initiatives and getting more students from there as well. Engage with your audience, so always asking questions, giving polls in your stories, asking questions in your photo captions, responding to comments, so that way you can build a strong community online as well. And switching it up a bit, so not only just doing posts, but also doing stories, just documenting events that are happening. So you can post a video or a photo of you at an event and say, we're tabling today, come by and say hi. And Instagram Reels, this is also a great way to add more visuals to your page. I did a short video about 5 reasons why you should start composting for the office, just about in March. And this got more people to sign up for our composting program. I think about 70 plus people signed up, just because I posted a video on how you can, sign up for the program and why you should start. So number 3, outreach. This is super simple and easy, and I feel like every office does it. But here's some quick examples, and I feel like this is the most effective way to reach people on campus, because sometimes you don't have people who know about your initiatives, know about your office, or just use social media. So number 1, tabling, reserving a space on campus and having a tabling event out there. I actually found out about the Office of Sustainability at my campus through a tabling event. Even though I came into college really interested in sustainability, I didn't know that we had an office for it. So I found out through an Earth Week tabling event, and that's just how I found out about the office. So you can definitely do this, and you'll find a lot of students who are interested in sustainability that way. Tabling at organization fairs and orientations. Also, this is done through the Student Organization Center, freshman orientations during the summer. People who visit these events are wanting to get more involved in campus, So you'll probably end up with a high number of registration and a lot of students who are interested. And another thing about tabling too, you want to, before you register for tabling, you want to know what's the best spots for high foot traffic and when's the best time to table, because you want to know where students usually go. Is it at the student union when they're leaving classes to go have lunch? When is the best time? Is it in the afternoon? You want to keep these things in mind before you table. Holding office events and volunteering opportunities. We hold a lot of office events happening during Earth Month and Campus Sustainability Month, and a lot of volunteering opportunities with our campus garden, community garden. So those are some examples. Holding competitions or giveaways. In October of last year, we held a hackathon challenge with Hack UTD, and we did some prizes related to sustainability. And we also held an event with student government where we had some quizzes and challenges, and we gave away sustainability prizes. So these are some ways to get involved and to collab with some organizations on campus. And speaking at classes and club meetings related to sustainability, there are many classes and clubs out there that are working towards the similar mission. So speaking at their classes, you'll get a lot of interested students as well. Here are some campus partners that I also had in mind when I was talking about outreach. So sustainability orgs, related orgs. So what I mean by that is any organization that are also advancing the UN SDG Sustainable Development Goals, student government, student council on campus, Office of Student Volunteerism. They're also a great partner to work with if you're very into hosting volunteering events for your office. Offices around equity and food rescue organizations. And then lastly, for our website, I highly recommend investing in your website. You probably already have one, but here are just some quick tips on how you can use it to your advantage and draw more traffic to your website. So one is engagement. So you can engage through different photos, articles, ideas, learning events, learning experiences, and events. And you want this to be a one-stop shop for your office. So I recommend very accessible, very easy to use and easily accessible website. User friendliness. Typically, people leave within 10 to 20 seconds of visiting your site if it seems really confusing or hard to navigate. So you want to make it as user friendly as possible. So I mean this by photo quality. You want it to work with the devices they're using, whether that's a phone or a computer. Titles to be very clear and distinct, so the website is organized. Hyperlinks, navigation bar, readability. Data analytics. Implement data and marketing analytics to see if your call to actions are working and to see what people's behavior are when they visit your website. So do they typically leave within 5 seconds? That might mean that your website is a little confusing and hard to read. Do people visit to sign up for events? You'll learn more as you see what your data and analytics are telling you, and you know what to improve on. And lastly, have your site be the place that people know to go to if they need further resources. So plug your website everywhere you go, any events you go to. This can be in your social media posts. If people need to learn more about composting, you can plug them to your website and they can learn more information on there. If they need to register for an event, that's possible through the website. Learn more about the EcoReps program, how they can join different initiatives or volunteering events. So that's what I mean by having your website be the one-stop shop. Everyone will probably refer to your website if they are on campus and they see an event that excites them, or they stopped by a tabling event and they're wanting to learn more about composting, recycling, all of this is accessible through your website. All right. And lastly, know what works for you. So you want to think about how do people find you? How do you get the most event signups? How has that worked out for your organization or office in the past? Do you get the most signups through tabling, through social media posts, through just talking to people, word of mouth? Is it speaking at events, sending out emails? It's best to know what marketing tools has worked for you in the past and has worked for you over time. So that way you know what to best invest in and where you can put most of your time in. And that's all I have for my presentation. If you need to reach me about any examples, any tips and tricks on events, hosting competitions, social media posts, things like that, my email is yen.pham@utdallas.edu. Our sustainability website, if you want to have to take a look at our newsletters on there, and take a look at our website and what it looks like, you can visit sustainability@utdallas.edu. And our social media pages are UTD_sustainability, and the EcoReps account is UTD_EcoReps. That's it. Thank you for listening.